Going on? Oh, well, hello everybody in the Potiverse,
Hi.
and actually to the people at on my screen today. We're recording. Uh, I wanted to ask you guys, what did one pen say to the other?
Are you all right?
Oh, that's
Ooh.
good. I like that one too. Yeah, it says you're incredible.
Mm,
Yes,
that's
yeah,
almost as good.
yep. And as a young cub, it was always my dream to make a perfect bar of soap. Somehow it always slipped away.
Womp womp.
And what do you call a
You just
person
couldn't
with
dial
no
that joke
body?
in.
I know I couldn't dial that joke in. No, 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 no. It sprung out of there. What do you call a person with no body and no nose?
Nobody, no nose.
Nobody knows.
Oh,
That's right.
nobody
You're
knows.
close.
Yeah,
Nobody
Yeah,
that was close.
knows.
yeah, yeah. So Finnick and I were out running around doing some stuff, and I'll talk about Finnick here in a little bit. But we passed a cemetery, and I said, that's a really popular cemetery. People are dying to get in there. Of
Mm,
course, he groaned, and then
yeah.
I continued. But really, did you know that I can't be buried there? And he says, but why not? And I says, well, I'm not dead yet.
That's
Mm.
a very good reason why
Yes,
not.
it's just right. Yes,
I like Gallagher's take on cemeteries. He says we shouldn't call it a cemetery. We should call it a berry patch.
a berry patch. I love it. Absolutely, a berry patch. Yes, indeed.
I'm not sure I
Oh
want to eat those berries.
No.
no,
A berry patch. Yes, how you spell it.
Bury. Yeah,
Yes.
berry patch. All right. Well,
Oh,
that's enough of this silliness. Let's get this show on the road.
Let's.
Let's. Well, hello. Time to be
Yes.
on this
Time
show?
to be
Are you
serious.
serious? Are you serious about being serious?
Well, he is a dog, so he's kind of
Yeah.
serious.
Serious XM.
Yeah.
Well, hello, Guten Tag, Konnichiwa. I don't know if that's spelled right in our notes. Mubark Fluff, and welcome to all the creatures in the Potiverse. I am Barely. I am so happy to be back with y'all. I was gone with y'all.
Y'all.
Y'all. I must have
Texas.
been. I did not go to Texas, although I have been watching RuPaul's Drag Race lately.
Oh,
Finnick
that
is into
explains it.
that,
Nice.
and we're watching the Legendary Legends. So
Ooh.
there's Tommy Tucker, or Tommy Tuck, or something like that. But he's a
Mm.
cutie. She's a cutie.
They're a
Anyway,
cutie.
they're a cutie. I am Barely. I'm so happy to be back. As I said that, I was going to last a couple of episodes because I had to go to Washington to do a thing involving things that fly in the air and explode.
Mm.
And you are now listening to BFFT, the show that asks the question, what the heck is going on? And yet we have not been able to figure that out. With me once again is my go-to raccoon, Rain.
Hello.
Yes, and joining us as usual is our intrepid reporter, TikTok. How are you, TikTok?
I've been good, but I've also been busier than a weed whacker at a cannabis farm.
Yes, yeah, I know the feeling. Trust
too.
me, as you were all waiting for me to get here. So, also with us is Cheetaro with another amazing movie review. Cheetaro, how are you?
I am surviving even after having some form of crud for the last week and a half.
Oh, crud is
Ew.
terrible. Crud is terrible.
Yes.
And the show would not be complete without that super important and amazingly funny pup, Taebyn. How the fluff are you, Taebyn?
I am. I guess I'm the things
Hi.
that you said, and it's wonderful. Hi, how are you, and how is life,
Oh,
and
life
what's
is
going
good.
on with
Life is
things?
busy.
It's also a cereal
Life is a cereal and a game.
and a game. Yes.
Yes, it's the game of life. But Taben, what would you like to say to us? Say to everybody. Hey,
Hey, hey. Well, of course, I have
hmm
to say time for Jesse for a walk
Mm-hmm.
and how you should do about English. These are very important things, as we know. And I have to. Oh yes, I have to plug for. It's a few months away, Anthem Northwest in Seattle, but I definitely have to plug for it so that people know and can like prepare. And so, yes, Anthem Northwest in Seattle in January, really exciting, really great. And the
Yes.
film festival, we're doing that again this year. So definitely, any of you filmers out there, you still have time to either create a new video, or if you have
Mhm.
an older video, you can submit it. It has to be doesn't have to be
Just
anything new.
submit videos.
And just go to
Submit
the
'em.
AW.
Have you
Submit.
gotten?
Just
Have you
submit
gotten any
videos. This
submitted yet? Not yet. Ooh,
not
you've got no
yet,
work to
and
do.
it's horrible.
Well,
See exactly. All you first make
it
sure
is
you
the
give
NW
this
Film
pup right here some
Festival
work to
with
do
Taebyn, or what
by
Taebyn's A&W
submitting.
Film Festival, however it's marketed. So we could just show Taebyn clips all
That's
the whole
true.
time.
There's how many 200 or 300 videos out there that we
R-
could just show,
I
right?
mean,
Right. So
exactly. So, and I don't think you first just want like a Taebyn film festival where you're just watching Taebyn videos. So, all you first, please submit something. Go to the ANW website. That's anthronw.com and go up and
yeah.
click the button and read the stuff and submit. And I'm looking forward to. We're all looking forward to seeing what you have to offer. Also at A&W this year, there's going to be Munchkin's Traveling
I'm
Circus on
gonna miss
Thursday
it.
night at 7, I think it is.
Okay.
And this is a bunch of variety
I
show
thought it was
acts.
going to be little people or little furs because it's Munchkins.
Oh, no. Munchkin's
Oh, okay.
Munchkin is a Canadian fox. And thank you. This is that it never even crossed my mind for whatever
Yeah, because you know
reason.
what? If a bunch of furs show up thinking that it's going to be little people, like in a circus, and it's just regular size furs, they're going to be upset.
Yeah, or maybe it should
Yes,
just be
and
a
the
bunch of
Lollipop
Oompa
Guild.
Loompas or something.
We
I don't know.
represent
But
the Lollipop Guild, the Lollipop Guild, the Lollipop Guild.
exactly.
Sorry.
So we just did it right now. So Bearly just did Munchkin's Traveling Circus for us. But so if any of you first have any variety show type acts that you would like to do, definitely you can submit for that too. We're those submissions are open, and we're looking for lots of furs to have a great show. I'll be doing a
Yes.
thing, and yeah, it'll be fun and great. Also in February in Seaside, Oregon is Get Out the Float. And, it's just a really great little con and stuff. Panel applications are now open. If you've ever wanted to try your pod at hosting a panel or something, this is a great place to do it because there's, it's a smaller con and it's just a great place
There'll be one or two
try
people
your
in your
pod
panel.
at
So if
something like
you're
this.
going to workshop a panel, this is the con to do it at.
Yeah. Or
This
if
is
you want to do a panel
exactly a
about
true
paneling,
statement.
I'm sure we could find a home in Seaside that needs some paneling done.
Oh,
Yeah.
true.
Move that fur.
Right.
Hey.
I'm not even gonna. So anyway, but even if you don't want to do a panel, just come out to Seaside in February and come to Get Out the Float. It's a great little thing. We'll all be there running around, and it's a lot. It's a lot of fun. It's also a big squeaky event. So if any of you squeaky furs are out there, like inflatables, last year or this year we had like so many inflatables. We had like this big, huge Godzilla and a whole bunch of foxes and wolves, and it's just very, very incredible. A whole like stage and half a room full of them basically. So it's very cool. So there's all that stuff. Something I found out, Batman, he's wonderful and awesome and everything, but I found out something. It's a little known fact about Batman that he always will defend pigs that wear black clothes. And this is because he is sworn to protect Gotham.
Oh God.
It's
Oink, oink,
it's
oink.
very true. It's
Mike, you
and
came back for
I
this.
think
I did. I came back for this. Thank you very much.
he
Our podcast would be nothing if it wasn't for all these.
We'll see how
True.
long we'll see how long he stays on the show. And this was actually a news item from long ago, but I don't think I think it's resurfaced, but I think we've talked about before that in France there was a cheese factory that exploded. Debris was everywhere.
Yes.
I thought we had
Yes.
talked about that.
Several times.
Exactly. I just wanted to make sure that we're all on the same page and we hadn't forgotten this important fact.
Hello, dear listeners. It's Rain, your friendly co-producer at BFFT. At this point in the recording, Squadcast, the service that we use to record, had decided that some of us no longer needed to hear others and had effectively made the recording a mess. What follows is some confusion as we all logged out and back in to resume recording. I now return you to your episode of BFFT, which will be slightly confused, but that's nothing out of the ordinary. Enjoy.
Anything else? I have to record the damn show. Oh my God!
You're Taebyn. Yay.
Oh, yay.
Okay, everybody get here. Everybody. Thank you, Apple gods. I swear I'm sending a long, nasty letter to Apple. They updated. And the other problem too is
Descript.
Descript is now updating everything. By the time next week shows up, oh hi there.
Oh, there's the Finnick.
There's the Finnick. Yes, come here. so that they can all see you.
Hello, Finnick.
Look at how cute he is.
Hello.
He is cute.
How adorable
What a
he
cutie.
is. Thank you for my drink. Okay. Taebyn,
Hi.
hi there.
Wow.
Do you have something that you learned today?
Hey.
I do.
What was that?
So I learned, and every fur else here already knows what I learned. But for your benefit, I want you to know what I learned.
Thank you, please.
And I'm pretty sure you already know this too, but I learned it. I actually did not know this. So I always thought that the Tanuki was just a fictional character or something, but it's an actual thing. It's a Japanese raccoon dog that it's officially a canine. I did not know that.
Yes.
Yes.
They're not procinid. They are canine.
They are canine, yes. Yes.
And that's what I learned today.
Awesome. Perfect.
That's
it.
what you would get if,
And you can
if
still
Taebyn
hear
and
me?
I had
I can
babies.
still hear you. Did you see one or something? Or did you
No,
just were, hanging out and said, oh, wonder what this word means?
My honey I forget what we were doing, but my honey told me that this morning. He was,
Aw.
I don't know if he was thinking of rain or what, but he told me that. So that was
Usually
exciting.
is.
He usually yes. Lucky me.
He's like, oh God, when is Rain coming over to
Take
keep
me with
Taebyn
you.
busy?
Pretty much.
I mean, that explains the text I got from Gil the other day. It says, but he's not going to be LFC.
Oh.
Oh
Yeah.
It's quiet time.
Yeah.
I know. Yes,
That's right. Yeah.
But I need my week. I need my
Right.
week.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Yes,
Oh
you
my
do.
cow. So speaking of things that I don't understand,
Besides Swahili.
besides Swahili, I'm pretty sure I don't understand Swahili.
He'll
Although,
try to
did you
speak it,
know
though.
that I think that the only thing I know in Swahili is "mama ma 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 ma," which means "help the horse, a mad dog is coming." So that anyway, there's that.
Wow.
I can't dispute it.
I have no way of knowing whether you're telling the truth or not.
As far as I know, that's the truth. So question to you, Bearly, because last episode when you weren't here,
Yes.
I asked Rain and he didn't know, and he said ask Bearly. So a few episodes ago, season 5, episode 7 was titled Cowbells.
Yes.
And I don't understand why. So why was it titled Cowbells?
Because in the Telegram chat, there was this whole interchange of everybody saying we need more cowbells. We need more cowbells.
Oh, yes.
And so I put the cowbells at the beginning with just, ding, dong, ding, 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 ding. And I said, I hope that entertains all of our listeners that wanted more cowbells.
Last episode, Saturday's episode, I put the clip of Christopher Walken saying, "We need more cowbell."
Yes.
So
I think that's becoming a thing now.
Now Christopher Walken's going to sue us if he
or
ever hears
or
this.
he has to give us money because now we just endorsed him or something.
That's true.
Right.
Christopher Walken, we love you.
I also don't understand why the alphabet is in that order. Is it because of the song?
Yes.
No, it's placed in alphabetical order.
That's why they do it that way.
I always thought it was the song.
Good point.
No, yeah.
I always thought it was the song.
And I'd also like to know, if I melt dry ice, can I take a bath without getting wet?
Yes.
Because puppies, we would really rather not get wet, but
you're going to suffocate, but you won't get wet.
Kind of like dry shampoo. What's the point?
What is the point? Well, so those are the things I don't understand this week.
All right, then. Well, hopefully we can help you understand them in the future.
Yeah. I hope you can. Although now I understand about the alphabet, so you definitely helped me with that because I wasn't sure.
There you go.
And and I feel really, really bad because I was going to try and not say hardly anything this week to help the show be shorter and everything, but there's all these things I have to say, and it's
of course the problem with going every 2 weeks is you have 2 weeks of stuff to spew.
He builds up. He's
it's
like carbonation.
It does.
Yeah.
Something like that. Pup admission.
Right.
Pup admission.
That's
Shake
what I
him up, and
admit
he's just gonna keep spewing words.
Mm-hmm.
So the next words I will say is it's time for the next 3 in Here Bear Roar book.
Oh.
So for any of you first that haven't been paying attention, I guess, or you hear me start talking and so you fast forward up to the next segment of the of the show.
And the show is over.
So this is why
Pretty
we
much.
never have any listeners, because Taebyn starts talking and they just pretty much. So this is a book that has little animals and stuff and little sounds in it. And there's like a bunch of them. So each week I'm doing 3 more, and I do the next 3, and then I try and replicate what it sounds like, because we can't hear as we're recording it. And
well, we could last week. Let's see if we
could
can
last
this week.
That's
Yeah.
right. And then,
Or
but
2
we
weeks ago.
decided I'll just keep
It's still
doing it
funnier
anyway,
to listen
because
to you try to make the sounds.
Yeah, like the spider last week. That was fun.
Oh God, the spider sound was horrifying.
It was very horrifying.
Why would you put that in a kid's book?
Especially when I did it. That was even more horrifying.
It was even more horrifying.
So the next animal is the leopard rests. And it goes, here's the sound from the book.
Leopard. Oh,
can you hear that?
I heard that. That's cute.
TikTok is frightened, though. So my rendition of it is leopard. Oh, that hurts, actually. I don't want to do that. That's painful.
I
We'll
don't
just
remember
move
the
on.
leopard saying that hurts, actually. I think there's something wrong with your impersonation.
I think there's lots of things wrong with lots of things in my nation. The next is the goat climbs to the top. I want to say that again because that's fun. The goat climbs to the top.
Okay.
And
is this a place or a person?
Well, there's a picture of a goat on the top of a mountain. So
okay, it's a place.
Okay.
And the book goes goat. Oh my.
I can't wait for this.
So goat.
Oh God. Close.
I'm not good at things. And then our last one for the week, the eagle soars up high.
Oh God, this is gonna be good.
And the sound is eagle. Okay, I have to hear that one again.
Eagle. Go ahead, Taebyn. Go ahead.
Eagle.
Actually, not bad. Good job.
That concludes our 3 bear roar for the week.
God.
And definitely I am the weak. That's where I am the weakest link.
You are the weakest link.
You are the weakest link. Goodbye.
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 Oh my cow.
Oh, moo.
Fluff indeed.
Needed that after this week.
Woof, woof.
Foofy, foof,
We're doing it. We're halfway. Are we? We're not even halfway through.
I don't even know where we are anymore. Okay, so do we have any past today?
I have none.
Okay.
Happily for all you furs out there, I do not. Although next time I think I will, but this time I do not.
First.
You know why it's good to not? Because then you don't trip over your shoelaces.
And other reasons.
True.
Sorry, children.
And
Very
I have something I can say for the past today.
Okay.
But it's not really the past today, but I'll say it anyway. How do you actually this is past today because I think all you furs already know this. How do you make space parties? Well, you plan it. Okay. So moving right along.
Let's move on.
Well, let me talk a little bit about where I was.
Yay!
Since
Because I've told everybody it was an undisclosed location because that's what you put on
we
the calendar.
We get to hear about this.
So every year about this time, there is a large mystery fireworks show that takes place up in the Seattle area.
Mystery? It's a mystery? Really?
What are you saying, TikTok?
There was an article in The Stranger about said show. And
really?
the timing was a little bit too coinky-dink. And I knew it. Ha ha.
Yes. Yes, it's the It's the mystery fireworks show, and we weren't allowed to take pictures setting up or anything like that, and then we weren't allowed to. We were allowed to take them for our own use, but we couldn't post them because then all the metadata would post, and then people would be searching for things and like that. So basically, it was a very large private show, and it was somewhere in the Puget Sound, and it was.
It made a lot of sound, not just
It made a lot of sound. Now, we didn't get as many complaints this year as they've gotten in years past because the Coast Guard did actually send out a text alert saying
Oh,
that
really?
there would be a safety zone in the area and would give the coordinates. So
Oh, I thought you
that
figured
All
out
right,
a way
because
to
this
put
is September,
silencers
not
on
July.
fireworks.
So they're like, what are they doing with fireworks?
right. And they did send a notice out in the newspaper, so there wasn't as many people that were complaining about, oh, you scared my dogs, they don't know what's going on, or
That's
or
adorable.
or oh my god, I was outside in my fire, I was watching something and I thought we were under attack and civil war had started, oh my god.
The
It's like,
UFOs are upon us.
yes, these were
Well,
comments from years past, so
it
someone
is
thought a
Seattle.
civil war broke out, and it's like,
Oh.
no, it's like, no.
Well,
Uh,
and the rockets red glare, so
yes, well,
the
and
bombs bursting in air.
the biggest shell we launched was 10 inches.
Ooh,
Ooh.
big boys.
They were very big.
Mm-hmm.
They rocked the whole barge when they went off, because there was
Wow.
one barrage where 4 of them went off at once in order
Oh
to
my
give a
cow.
big 4 thing. And
Ooh.
yeah,
Wow.
it was
Was that the finale?
no, that was just part of the show.
Oh
Wow.
my. Holy cow.
We dropped over 3,000 individual shells
Wow.
Holy
and
crap.
500 multi-shot cakes.
Oh
Wow.
my goodness. Yeah, that
In-
makes our little seaside one seem kind of puny.
Same time frame as the Seaside one too.
Yeah.
22 minutes.
That's a
Wow.
lot of
Oh my
Holy
gosh.
crap.
that's a lot of birthdays with all those cakes. I
Huh?
tell you.
Yes. Those are
Mhm.
cakes you don't want to blow out the candle on.
No,
Otherwise
it was
you
a very
lose your face.
It was a very safe show. We had one 6-inch shell do a low break about maybe 10 feet out of the mortar.
Ooh.
Oh,
Fun.
that's
scary.
that must have been
Was that on your
stimulating, I
barge?
guess is the word.
Say what, Taebyn?
Was that on-
That must have been stimulating, I guess is
Oh,
the word.
yup. Stimulating was a word. Yeah.
Was that on your barge, Bearly?
Yes. Yes.
Oh,
Oh.
my goodness. Wow.
Yeah. It was scary.
Yeah.
Mm.
I can guarantee you I
For
would have
lack of better
I would have
words,
had to wear
a
my
little
brown
scary.
pants for that.
Yeah. And luck and we only had one shell that didn't go off, and that was a 10-incher. So
Oh, wow.
all those shells, only one didn't go off, and I didn't wire the
Wow.
10-inchers, so it wasn't my fault.
Yay!
Yay.
Hey.
Not the
So-
bear's fault this time.
Not the bear's fault. All right. Anybody
Cool,
else for
very
anything
cool.
past today?
Yeah, nothing
Nothing?
for me,
All
like
right.
I said. Yeah.
Okay, Taebyn, do you have some formations this week?
I do.
I didn't ask you to marry me, but thank you.
No, well, I was just getting it in advance in
the,
case you weren't sure. It saves some
ooh.
time. It's a little bit more efficient when the big day arrives.
Yes, yes. You already said I do.
Yeah, I did. What are you
You
asking
did.
me for, Mr. Usher? I don't.
Yeah.
So yes, I do. So any fur that has been listening, I do this section called Formations, where we talk about affirmations for your life and
Mhm.
and things. And I've had different types, and I'm in a book that Rain so graciously bought me called The Trashy Raccoon's Guide to an Amazing Life.
Yes.
A journal full of affirmations, inspiration, and ways to live life to the fullest. And last week we finished. There's 15. What is that?
That's
You've
the
done it.
raccoon chittering.
That's
a
right.
That's a
chitter,
baby
yeah.
raccoon.
I don't know if I should try and make that noise.
No, don't, please.
No, please. I would ruin you for life. That's,
Ruin me for life.
Ruin
That's my
raccoons forever,
language.
yeah.
you couldn't even go to Nuki. You would have to go away from Raccoon
I
forever.
would,
because
yeah,
of
would
that.
have to just be like a protogen or something.
You couldn't. Yeah, and we don't want that.
We've already
So
got one
there
protogen.
are 15 affirmations for each one, and I read a half of them each time. This time we're starting the spiritual wellness affirmations,
Ooh.
and I will read the first 7.5.
Yay.
Number 1, love is constantly flowing through me.
Woo.
Number 2. Okay. I am grateful for every day that I am alive.
Woo.
So barely last recording, we started doing the awus in a round. It just started happening, and we did them in a round. So we'll see if that happens this time.
Okay.
So number 3, I appreciate all of my blessings.
Woo.
Number 4. I am abundantly blessed.
I think I'm messing this up, but go ahead.
No, this is actually
No, it's
perfect.
perfect.
You're doing perfect.
Perfect.
Actually. Number 5. Every day brings a new blessing my way. Okay, this is horrible. Okay. Number 6. I am divinely blessed. And number 7, the first half of number 7.
Yes.
Because I am blessed. And you will have to wait till next time to find out. We can only do the right?
Only the ah. Wait, we'll do the woo next time.
Let's do it in around just the ah.
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 Oh, look at that harmony. Oh, yay.
We broke 1,000,000 windshields.
That's right.
Oh, stop now. Okay, we're done.
That sounds like the emergency alert.
Right.
It does. Pup in the building. Pup up in the building. Emergency alert.
Right. If there had been an actual emergency, you would have heard this sound. Oh my God.
That is true.
If there had been an actual pup in the building.
If there had been an actual, let's not do it. Let's not do it.
All right. Let's get to our media section. Media. There we go. All right. Oh gosh, where to start? I have actually been cooped up in motel rooms for a few days in between moments of sheer terror, as I said before, and fun. So I watched a number of things. One of the things I rewatched was 3 Body Problem.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
I still have to watch that. I hear it's good.
Really good. It's even better the second watch, I have to say.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think, is there like more than one? I feel like I've only seen one season.
There is only one season. There's a second season coming out, I think in December.
Oh,
as long as Netflix doesn't decide to cancel it.
They've already. I think they've already filmed it. So
they
that would be the first time.
Great series like Cowboy Bebop. They did
that was a
fantastic.
Great, and then
it was a fantastic first series, and then they just
gone.
Didn't do another.
Yeah. And then there was Bambi Goes to Miami, and like they canceled that. Like, what's that about? Well, it was so good.
Yeah, it was very good.
They found out Bambi was on crack, and they just couldn't deal with Bambi's whole thing going on.
Yeah. I watched a bunch of movies. One of the ones I watched is a new Apple movie called Wolves, not Wolves, but Wolves.
Oh,
and it features Brad Pitt and George Clooney. Clooney. They were cleaners, so that's why I said Cleany.
Cleany. That's so cute. That is adorable.
It was a Freudian slip, which my mother used to wear. But anyway, around these 2 cleaners, and a cleaner is somebody that comes in and cleans up a mess that you made, like somebody died, and it makes it go away, and it's never existed. And
like in Pulp Fiction.
Like in Pulp Fiction.
Like in Pulp Fiction, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Cool.
Of course, it's featured out that the person calls George Clooney, and he's like, "How did you get this number?" And she's like, "Well, I was given to this by a person, said if I ever need a solving problem to call you." Well, he's in the middle of getting started, and Brad Pitt walks in. They're like, "Who are you?" And he says, "Well, I'm here to clean." They're like, "Well, who called you?" And he looks at the camera up there, and they're like, "Well, mother."
But George Clooney and Brad Pitt, I bet that's like a fantastic duo. That's gotta be a great show.
It was a great duo. It was a great buddy movie. I watched also Wolverine and
Deadpool and Wolverine.
Deadpool, awesome. Yeah, it was a good movie. Yeah.
Did you like it?
I did.
Like, to me, it was the best of the 3 movies so far.
Right, and as Ryan Reynolds kept saying, you're going to do it till you're 80.
Yes, because Disney owns you now.
That's right. Now that we've resurrected you from the dead, you're going to be doing this character till you're 80.
God, but it was so nice seeing all the unloved, like, Marvel, characters,
right? Yeah,
like Blade and Elektra and
cool. They bring all them in,
right?
Yes,
they brought back Gambit.
Yeah, Gambit.
Oh wow!
Oh my God! Yeah, and that actually may get Tatum Tanning.
Yes,
Tatum Tanning.
Tanning Tatum.
Tanning.
You're tanning what?
I'm tanning my Tatum. Don't look.
But yeah, it may get him an actual Gambit movie. They've actually said that
Good.
now they're thinking about doing a
Good.
Gambit movie. Like
Yeah.
before they were going to, and then they canceled it. And now since Deadpool and Wolverine, they've said, you know what? It was actually pretty good. We're
Mhm.
thinking about putting it back on.
Good.
Yeah.
Just like when you wear a really nice hat, but you're not sure about it, so you
Right.
take
Yeah.
it
You
off,
think,
but then you realize it was a really nice hat, so
yeah.
you think about putting it back on.
Well, that's kind of what it was like.
That was really dumb.
No,
That
but
was
it was actually
extremely
true.
dumb.
That's kind of the way they've been treating Gambit.
Oh, like a hat that you're
Like a
not
hat.
sure
Like,
about.
oh, I like it. No, I don't. Maybe I do.
I actually did have an idea what I was talking about. That's
did.
exciting.
And then somebody sees it and says, "That's a really nice hat." And you go, "Oh, I guess I will wear it
Right,
then."
Yes, I
right.
will
And then they're
wear
like, oh, maybe we should make a series of this and
Yeah.
like make Channing Tatum or Channing Tatum. God dang, I can't say it.
Channing
Tatum. Tatum. Anyways,
That's
That
Chan
the
my
thing
Gambit
that
Tatum.
happened.
actor.
Yes,
They
that
might
thing.
they're gonna make him, in indenture servitude to Disney for the rest of his life.
Awesome.
So they're going to fix teeth because it's indentured
Indentured, yes.
servitude.
Indentured servant. Oh,
Well,
that's a
he'll be serving Disney until he's indentures.
I'm kind of proud of myself, actually.
that's a slave
I
denture.
kind of am too.
Anyway, okay, TikTok. What have you been up to watching?
Well, let's
Consuming.
see. Yes. Well, so we finished up the season 2 of Rings of Power.
Ooh.
Oh, my cow. Yes. I'm not giving away any spoilers. But let's see.
But it's really good.
It's really good. It's
Nice.
yeah. Lord of
I
the
haven't
Rings.
started yet. I need to start that.
Yes, definitely. Yeah. Lord of the Rings geekydom. It's awesome.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Let's see. We watched Godfather 1 and 2
Nice.
like about the
Really?
billionth time.
Old school.
Yes. And one thing I've noticed is that Michael Corleone, he never eats. He's like just surrounded by all this food and luxury, and he just lives off of cigarettes and water.
He's an immortal.
Hey, it's a great
Uh,
diet.
Hey, it keeps you skinny, right?
Mm-hmm.
But we did notice there are some pivotal scenes in the second one where he does eat.
Mm.
So,
Dun dun dun.
dun.
After the first one, he was hungry.
well,
That's right.
well, let's see. So towards the end, he nibbles on an orange when he feels his power consolidating.
Well, he needs his vitamin C. He
Yes,
realizes
yeah.
it.
Well, all
Yeah,
those
because when your
cigarette.
power consolidates, you feel a little scurvy coming on. You need that vitamin C to counteract it.
Well, plus all the chain smoking too. I mean,
Right.
Yeah.
Right. You need some vitamin C to help
It's hard
counteract
to
that.
smoke a chain. It's really hard to get lit.
They really are.
They
It
really are.
It takes
I mean, I've heard.
dedication.
Yes, you're
You
committed to
gotta be
the bit.
dedicated.
Yeah.
If you're a chain smoker, you are absolutely dedicated for like several different
Right.
reasons.
Yep.
You were obviously linked.
Oh God.
Oh,
But
a voice from the darkness.
Yes.
But let's see. Number 2 is he eats an olive when he's a small child visiting Sicily.
Does he eat all of it?
He does.
Oh God.
That was so obvious, but I had to do it. I had
Yes,
to do it.
I was waiting for the Taebyn actually.
You okay?
yes.
I
That
did
joke
not
was the
disappoint.
pit.
It was. And also, he takes the only time you see him drink is when he takes a shot of wine at the end when he's decided to enlist in the Marines
Who
against
puts wine
his
in a shot
family's
glass?
wishes. Yep.
That's. I would whine about it.
Yeah,
Uh-huh, yeah.
wine deserves a big wine glass.
He had no cheese either, too. So sad.
Oh, yes.
So
Sad.
quick, since we're talking about Godfather, quick shout out to Royal Highness. The next episode coming out, they made a joke about all of my sister's dogs were barking, and so they made a joke about, is that a squeaky toy? Give me my squeaky toy. Hey, take the. It's like, yeah,
Oh,
leave the.
Let me
Stop that.
guess.
Okay.
Let me guess who made that joke.
And yeah, that was Eileen. He says,
Yeah.
take the squeaky, leave the squeaky toy, take the kibble.
Take the
That's
kibble.
definitely
It's
your
not.
sister.
This is the Godfather version of Bill Cosby.
Yes.
It's not eat the pudding. It's take the kibble.
Right, that's right.
Speaking of which, like I
Oh.
said, if you guys are Game of Thrones fans, you got to listen to Royal Highness. Like Spencer and Eileen are hilarious. produced one episode when Bearly was gone, and I had like one of the best times of my life doing that. Seriously, they are so funny. You got to go listen to them. Please do.
Please do. Please do. Give them some love. Please give them
Yes,
some
they
This
love.
is
are
the
fantastic.
pre-plug part of
Exactly.
the
But
show.
But
it was great
like
because
I can't stop
the
not espousing the virtues of
yeah, but
Royal Highness. It's so good.
the story was great. I
Yeah.
mean, it just played right into what TikTok was saying.
Like
All right.
even if you're not a Game of Thrones fan, it's funny
Yeah.
as hell.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Anything else, TikTok? What else have you been watching?
That's about it.
Okay.
Nice.
All right. Rain, how about you?
So I haven't watched anything really, but I did play the new Mobile Suit Gundam Silver Phantom game on Quest, and
Ooh.
oh my gosh, so much fun. You get to pilot one of the giant mechs, a Gundam actually, so which is awesome, even more
Mm-hmm.
awesome because they let you pilot the best mech in the Mobile Suit arsenal.
Maybe I'll have to try this out.
Yes, so it's also cool because you're actually in a 3D anime movie. Like, so it
Oh,
plays out like there's some scenes where you pilot, but then there's also scenes where you're watching the movie from other characters' perspectives. I had a great time. I'm not a huge Mobile Suit Gundam fan, but it was just so cool being in that, like you were in the universe. You felt like you were an anime character. It was amazing. Like that is some of the best VR I've ever played. I thought it was fantastic. It's
so
what VR is
Rain,
made for.
what do you think about the game Mobile Suit Gundam Silver? Is it any good?
I loved it. I'm gonna give it
Okay.
like 5 stars because it out of 5 because it was really, really, really good. I had such a good time playing it. I played it all in one go through, and I think to do it all in one go, it's like just over an hour, so it's almost like an hour and a half, I think. And it was really so good. You're part of a movie, you're part of the game. You get to pilot the Gundam, you get to see how big they are versus your size in in certain scenes where like you're in a hangar and you see the how big it really is. It's really good. It's really, really good. I recommend
But
everybody go
I'm
play it if
having
you've got it
trouble
on
though,
Quest.
Rain. What did you really think about it?
I loved it. I was blown away. Like
Okay, just
it's
making
some of the
sure.
best VR I've ever played. It's what
Okay.
VR was made for.
I think it was some good VR, apparently.
Yes, like
Average.
that.
Apparently,
I've been
yes.
waiting for something that's that life changing in VR, and that's one of those games that
I
really
think I'm
is
gonna
awesome.
have to try it out. Apparently.
Yes, and it's not terribly expensive, so I recommend everybody go get it if you have a Quest.
And I guess on that note, just little side plug, since
Mhm.
you're doing that, I'm starting to try and do some VR and put it on my YouTube for all you furs out there.
Yeah,
Me and Rain did one recently, and
yep.
so maybe I'll have to do a thing of Mobile Suit Gundam and put it on my YouTube or something.
Yeah,
So
That'd be
it's
fun.
fun. It's
Yeah.
really fun.
yeah.
All right then, Taebyn, what have you been consuming media wise?
Speaking of which, well, actually,
Let's
not as
hear
much
you.
as sometime,
Okay.
but South Park for Lunchies. We've been watching Brooklyn Nine-Nine season 2. Really great season.
Yeah,
This is a great
it is.
season.
It's one of the better seasons of
Yeah,
Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
it's
They really hit their stride.
we've been really impressed
Is
so
Yeah.
that
far.
when Quasi cupcakes were introduced?
No, yes,
Yes,
what
yes, I think
Okay.
so, yeah.
they do. Yeah, I think it was introduced in season 2. I don't even remember season 1, but they have mentioned it again.
Uh-huh.
Oh no, because Whole talks. Yeah, no, it was this season. Yes,
Yeah.
yes, I remember that episode. It's really good. We started, so barely close your ears. When I say we started season 3 of Heartstopper.
To be
And
fair, I've started rewatching it and I like it.
it's a okay. It's a
Oh,
I still want to
yeah,
punch him for being stupid, but
Nick.
right.
yeah. And
Yeah.
and I still want to say that I know that the new season has caused a lot of controversy.
Hmm.
Season 3?
Yes.
Really? Okay. So this is interesting. We just started. We've seen like 2 episodes, I think, of the new season.
Okay.
Maybe 1 episode.
Fair warning, listener, if you watch Heartstopper and you have a problem with the depiction of underage sex,
Oh.
Yeah,
be aware that it is addressed heavily in season 3. If that bothers you, you don't want to watch it. I'm just saying. I mean, there is no middle ground on the internet. There is
right.
either it's great that you addressed it in such a nice and caring way, and there is how dare you portray teenage attraction, love, and
Oh my gosh, let me guess
right.
which side would portray that?
Trumpers.
This
I'm not going to say
Maybe-
anything about a MAGA vote or anything, but I'm just
maybe the side that doesn't care about pedophile priests,
Yes.
but wants to complain about a show that shows gay
Right.
teenage attraction.
Yeah, it's just. But anyway,
Yeah.
go on, Taebyn. I'm sorry. I just
So,
thought I'd throw that
um,
public service
we
announcement.
had to do
The
the
more you
PSA definitely.
know.
So we started it. We did. It's been a while since we watched season 2, so we rewatched the last episode of season 2 before we started season
Right.
3, which was, I mean, remembered stuff. It was awesome to review. It's just such a great show, and we've been having such a great time with it. So anyway, aside from PSAs, we really recommend watching Heartstopper. It's a really great thing. Oh, and also when I rewatched, no, it was at the end of season 3, episode 1. No spoilers. I'm just going to say I cried my little puppy eyes out at the end of season 3, episode 1. It was just so like good and heartfelt and just so great. But my puppy eyes are better now. So we also watched Escape Plan. Has anyone seen Escape Plan or heard
No.
about it?
Yes.
Escape Plan it was really great. It's Arnold and Sylvester.
Yes.
Okay.
It's awesome.
It is good.
And I mean, they're older. I think this movie is like 10 years old, maybe 5. I don't know, something like that. But they're obviously older.
Somewhere
but
around there. I think it's at least 10 years old. I think. If I
think so
remember right.
too. Yeah.
Because
And they're
there's
still
Escape
older,
Plan
but
2 also.
it's really good. And so it's really like Prison Break, if any first seen Prison Break, but it's Prison Break with Arnold and Sylvester. And it's like, come on, that you can't get any better than this. And at the end, Arnold has a signature, quote unquote, very Arnold-esque line towards the end. So all you furs look for
in his
the
contract.
very Arnold-esque thing. And as Rain just said, there is an Escape Plan 2, which I haven't seen, but I'm looking forward to
Also
watching.
good.
But possibly, it sounds like Arnold's not in it, though. Maybe it's only Sylvester.
I don't remember, but I remember liking it.
Okay, so
It's been a while since I've seen it.
okay, so all you furs, there's a thing out there. And anyway, looking forward to Escape Plan 2. We've also started watching, well, I think we're through season 1 of Dark Winds series on Netflix. Have you heard of this? Dark Winds. It's pretty good, actually. Well, the first words that come to mind is it's very Indian, which is fine, but it's very Indian. And it's about reservations and Navajo Indians and everything, and just kind of, then there's controversy involving that, and I mean you can just imagine how it goes. But you've got the main character. He's a chief. I don't know if he's a chief, but he's a police sergeant guy heading up this cop facility on the reservation, and it's kind of, as far as a cop type-esque show goes, it's kind of cliche, but kind of the Indian aspect of it makes it kind of a new twist and kind of interesting. Anyways, we're really liking it, so I really recommend it. As I said, I think we've only seen season 1, but it's really good.
And by the way, Taebyn, you are correct. There is no Arnold Schwarzenegger in Escape Plan 2.
Okay, so there is Sylvester.
Yeah, it's Sylvester Stallone and Dave Bautista.
Oh, well, that's cool, though.
Yeah, Drax
That's
from
pretty
Guardians of the Galaxy, for those who don't know Dave.
Yeah. Hi, Dave. How you doing?
Dave's not here, man.
Not here. Hey, man, I got this stuff. I don't know. So that was what we've been watching. I need to read a little bit more of Kyle Gold's Green Fairy. I keep talking about how I like little bit at a time.
You've
and I
read a
haven't
little,
actually read any of that in the last few weeks. So shout out for me for not doing anything. And I've been playing tiny bit of Bloon 6. Been still playing Infinito 2. Beat Saber, of course, and Royal Match. Been doing a lot of that. There was something I was going to ask you, Bearly, about that, because you're a big Royal Matcher. What was I going to... I don't remember what I was going to ask you. Something about your stats and the number of... Oh! The number of first-time wins. Do you know your number of your percentage of first... Like the wins on the first time you try and level? Bearly's looking very confused at me right now, for all you furs out there that can't see him.
Great audio content.
I know.
He's looking it up right now.
He's looking it up. Okay, so all you furs commentary, play-by-play commentary, Bearly's looking it up right now. And does Bearly have an answer?
Or did Bearly not lose
I hear
all
everybody
our
except
audio?
Taebyn.
Barely, do you hear us?
Oh, Taebyn's back again. Okay.
Oh, he wants to
wants to
know
know my
your
weapon.
number
Oh.
of first times. Okay, yay.
Hi.
Oh
Okay.
God.
Yes.
Your
What's
number
up?
of
Oh,
first time.
you're. That would be what. Okay,
Yes.
so all
They
you
heard
first,
it.
just
They
play
don't need
by
to give a
play. This is what
play-by-play.
happened. Because since it,
Mm-mm.
they heard
They
it,
heard it.
and I
Yes.
want to let you know what they heard. They heard, like, they might have heard me saying things and maybe Rain interjecting things, and then we heard some barely silence. And then
Yes.
I said some things about how Barely's looking very confused at me right now. And then there was barely silence.
Okay, great.
And then all of a sudden you could hear me, and here we are right now. But so the question I'd asked was, do you know your first, when you pass a level, they call it the
No.
first win thing and everything. Do you know your first level win rate?
I would have to play games to know my first
Okay.
level win rate.
So all of that you
I
first.
don't play
for
games.
the-
Oh.
okay.
Well, no, it's Royal Match.
Oh,
Yeah, I
okay.
need-
So
I
there's
needed
to hear
another
that
thing
part,
that.
yeah.
Oh my cow! Oh my cow!
Poor listeners. I'm so sorry. I don't know
I
why
didn't
we're having
realize
so
that.
many
Okay,
technical
so
issues
Thank
this
you,
in the
is
last couple
amazing.
Squadcast,
weeks,
for
but
confusing everybody.
because Squadcast is a really nasty telegram.
Because
for me.
Squadcast. Do.
What is my first level stats? I don't know. I've never looked that up. How do you know that?
You can find them. Yeah, you can
Really?
find them if you click your profile.
Okay,
You can
I'll have to look it up, and I'll let
see
you
them
know on our next
somewhere. I
episode.
always have to take a while to find them. Yeah. Okay. Something for the past today. That's exciting. Yeah, and there's some other cool stats, and you can see the stats for anyone playing, I think, too. So I found that at some point it's pretty cool. Anyway, I really loved, I loved everything that happened now. It was a journey from me saying things and barely having no idea what I'm talking about, and there's barely silence, and then I say confusion, and then I say things about games, and you're like, I have
It
no
was an
idea, and
amazing
like,
journey.
oh, Royal Man,
In-
yeah, this was an amazing journey. I really
Well,
appreciated it,
hooray! Okay,
and so
then.
that's what I've been mediating
Yay.
for the week.
Well, in that case,
Yay.
Oh my cow!
should we try it? Let's do the Mad Libs. Now,
Should we try
I did
it?
come up with a way to make this a little faster for the Mad Libs. Okay, so Rain, you
Ooh,
are
okay.
number
Okay.
1. You're number 1.
Yes.
Yes, but you have to
I'm
come
number
up.
1.
Oh, by the way,
That means I'm
listeners,
Riker.
we're going to play Star Trek Mad Libs. I forgot to announce what
Okay.
we're doing. Okay, so Rain, you are all nouns. So start thinking about 1, 2, 3,
Oh,
4
excellent.
nouns. Or,
That
well, actually,
helps.
1, 2,
Yes.
3, 4, 5 nouns. 3 of them need to be plural. Okay. With TikTok, you'll be verbs, and you have to
Got
come
it.
up with 1, 2, 3,
Aye,
4
Captain.
verbs. Okay, so think about verbs right now. Taebyn, you're going to be random because there's a lot of random things in this one, and you're going to have
And
Okay.
Taebyn is the most random of us all.
right. So you're going to be 1,
Number 3,
2,
though.
3 random things. Okay.
3 random things. Okay.
And Cheetaro, you're going to be adjectives, which are descriptive words, and you have to come up with 1, 2, 3 adjectives.
Okay.
Okay. So first of all, I need from the number 1s. What's your first noun?
Let's see. Mount Rushmore.
Okay, Mount Rushmore. What's your second noun?
Model T Ford.
Wow, those are some big ones.
Yeah.
Okay, what's a plural noun?
Chipmunks.
Chipmunks. Okay, another one. Plural.
Another plural?
Yep.
Raccoons, because
Of
I'm
course.
a raccoon.
Okay, so those are all the nouns, I think. Oh, no, I need one more plural noun.
One more plural noun. Puppies.
Puppies. Okay.
Oh, that's the best.
Okay, who's my
I did it
verbs?
just
Number
me.
2 is
Me.
verbs, so that is TikTok. Okay, first verb,
Run.
run. And second verb,
Lift.
third.
Fluff.
Again, I like that. That's good. I like that.
And one more.
Drop.
Drop it like it's fluff.
Yes.
Okay. Adjective fur, it's your turn. What's your first adjective? That's Cheetaro. Where's Cheetaro?
Cheetaro.
Cheetaro.
I'm sorry.
Cheetaro.
I guess it would be important to unmute myself. Sorry.
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah,
it
that
would.
would help. Yes.
Scrumptiddlyumptus.
Okay. I'm just going to write scrump and I'll remember that.
Okay.
Okay. Next adjective.
Inflatable.
Get out the float.
Yeah, that's very apropos.
Yes.
And last one.
The last one is going to be gooey.
Okay, it's time for. Oh, I need one more noun from our noun person.
Oh,
Protogen.
you're not the noun person. That's me. Protogen.
Okay, random stuff. Taebyn, a number.
72.329.
Okay.
I'm scared when you say it like that.
Well, now wait a minute. I'm trying to figure out what this first verb was. What was your first verb? Started with an R.
Run.
Run. So this is rum here, but rum might be
Rum?
Rum might be better.
Rum is a noun,
To
though.
rum.
Right. Okay. Run.
To rum or not to rum.
Taebyn, give me
Rum.
a part of the body that's plural.
Earlobes.
Earlobes. Okay, I need an animal from you, Taebyn.
Tanuki.
Now that we know what it is, right?
Flashback.
Right.
Yeah, hey, it's a real
We
thing.
know it's real, not just in Mario.
And another part of your body.
The fluffy part between your toesies.
Okay. Fluffy part between your toesies.
It's soft.
It is
Okay,
soft.
this is famous Klingon proverbs.
Oh, this will be
Oh,
fun.
Grief. This is
The
gonna be-
Klingons have a very complex language and have had 72.329 centuries to run some interesting sayings.
Very specific.
Here are a few scrumptious ones. Revenge is a protogen best served cold.
Yes.
Kapla.
4,000 earlobes may be cut in one Mount Rushmore by a running tanuki.
Now, this is a thing I
know
think
what
that the
that
Ferengis
means.
would say, but I mean, the Klingons.
Right. Or the ones that speak in metaphors.
Right.
Oh, yes.
Blossom with
yeah.
his arms wide spread.
Wide
or
high.
yeah.
Yes.
Okay. A leader is judged not by the length of his Model T Ford, but by the raccoon he makes.
It's a good one.
Okay.
I like
Word
that
to
one.
wise. Word to wise.
Pity the warrior who slays all his chipmunks. Pity him.
I mean, yes, I definitely.
Yeah, they're so cute.
Oh.
Lift. You may eat dinner fluffily, and you may be dinner.
True.
Lift indeed.
Yes.
Yes.
An inflatable knife is nothing without an inflatable eye.
I think there's something to that.
Yes.
They're still just gonna go bump,
Yep.
bump, 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 bump.
If the winning is not gooey, why keep score?
I mean,
No, I totally
right?
agree on that one.
Right.
Yes.
If you cannot control yourself, you cannot drop others. So,
Again, I agree on that one too.
Words to live by. I tell you.
yes.
so, in conclusion, if you meet a Klingon, use one of these puppies, and you may keep your fluffy part between your toesies.
I can't disagree.
Yes, indeed. Okay.
Yes.
My.
You never want to
All
lose
you-
the fluffy part between your
No,
No, you
I
don't.
don't ever want to lose that part. That's
Don't-
like
you
one of
don't
my
want that.
favorite
All you
parts.
furs
between
now
my toesies.
know what to do in order to avoid that. That's great.
That keeps you nice and warmsies.
Yeah.
Wormsies, yes.
Nice and
Like-
warmsies in the toesies and the fluffsies.
Yes.
All right. Before we get to the furry news, Cheetaro and Rain, do you have a movie review for us today?
I think we do.
I
Cheetaro?
do, as a matter
Yes.
of fact. I totally
Hey.
do. It's an awesome movie, as a matter of fact. I think you guys would all enjoy it. And of course, all of the furs in the Potiverse would enjoy it too. It's called Katak. The
Katak.
brave, the
This
brave
sounds like a
beluga.
Sounds
Klingon word.
Klingon, yes.
Yeah. Katak!
Watch
Right.
out for your toesies, because
Right.
the fluffy's gonna.
That's right. Don't be
Th-
careful
this
of
is This is streaming on Hulu or Disney, depending upon whichever you desire.
Yes.
What plan you have?
Yeah, and it was from 2023, so it was a recent movie.
Oh, yeah, pretty close.
It's an excellent movie. It has great cinematography. You know, you're basically seeing the fjords. Now, they don't really tell you if you're in the fjords.
I did the
In
little
the fjords
little
of
fjord bits.
Are you
Yeah.
pining for the fjords?
I was thinking of Hitchhiker's Guide to the
Oh,
Galaxy.
sorry. I did the
Oh,
fjords.
I did the fjords.
Yeah.
Well, these are either fjords in Canada or fjords in Europe. They don't really tell you, but I will say, since these are beluga whales, it's probably could be
there's
either
beluga
or.
whales all of a sudden. Okay.
Yeah,
Well, there were whales in Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy too.
Yes.
very
they-
much so.
Oh.
Yeah. They materialized along with a pot of petunias.
When,
about
when,
several
when it said,
miles
"Oh no,
above-
not again."
Yes, several miles above the surface of a
The
planet.
planet, yes.
Oh no, not again.
Anyway, poor Cheetaro. Continue.
Yeah, no, that's okay. So this this poor little brave beluga has not even turned white yet. You know, because when belugas are born, they're actually gray, and they turn white over time.
Does
So
someone
when they
scare
become
them
an
to turn
adult,
them white?
maybe,
Yeah,
Okay.
it's Taebyn.
maybe
It scares them.
no, there's
It-
even I'm white all of a sudden.
it could be the polar bears. You never know.
Could be.
But
They're already white.
But the gray beluga is named after his grandfather, who defeated a giant killer whale. And so he had this wonderful story that his grandmother told him. And his grandmother said, "Oh, I loved my husband so much, you know, and I wished I could see him before I pass." And so Katak says, "I'm going to go find him for you, grandmother, and bring him home."
Aw.
And basically that's what this movie is about, is that he goes and he experiences all sorts of fun and interesting things. He befriends some
Bambi?
interesting,
Yeah.
well, no, but he does befriend a killer whale
Pretty close. That's pretty close.
who is actually vegetarian because she can't stand the sight of blood.
Stands to reason. Okay.
Yeah. And so the whole movie is them going to find the grandfather, and it's a really wholesome movie. You know, there's some parts.
So it's Finding Grandfather instead of Finding Nemo.
Yeah, I mean, because it's named it. I mean, the little guy is named after the big guy who beat up this big gigantic killer whale, who is known for eating, well, because killer whales eat beluga whales, of course.
Right.
Of course.
Yeah, and so they got to have lots of fun and excitement along the way. But like I said, it was pretty good. Again, cinematography excellent. The
Nice.
underwater scenes were awesome. You know, the way they drew the belugas was awesome. The way that they drew the seagulls were awesome. The polar bears were frightening.
Nice.
Polar
Well,
bears were
as they should be.
Yes.
But was it as good as Mobile Suit Gundam Silver Phantom? That's
I don't know. I haven't seen it yet.
I don't know. I haven't seen that
gotta watch
either.
Yeah, so we
Yeah.
haven't seen it, so we gotta
Yeah.
coordinate our notes.
But you know, here's what I'm going to say. For all you furs out there that want to go see it, I rate it a 4.5 chirp movie.
Nice.
It really is a good movie. It's hearty. It's wholesome. Yes, it reminds you of lots of other movies that are finding someone to help someone else. But, you know, it's beluga whales. And, you know.
and it's not even like a tree, like a laurel. It's hardy.
Right.
Yes.
Sorry,
Oh,
I couldn't. I had
I
to.
extend to
I had
you a
to.
laurel and hearty greeting.
hearty handshake to our
Yeah,
new.
Whatever it is.
I will say one thing.
we'll go
There's
there.
this one character that's really awesome. This fish who is, I can't think of what he is off the top of my head, but he's a big sturgeon. That's what he is. Big sturgeon with a big gigantic nose, and you would never guess what his name is. So I'm just going to tell you, his name was Cyrano.
I love it.
Yes.
Oh, Divergia, because he had a
Yes,
big
big
nose.
nose.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm so proud of myself for making that connection. I don't even know. I literally don't even know how I made that
didn't know
connection.
Taebyn knew about Cyrano de Bergerac.
I didn't either, but I did somehow.
There you go. There you
Well,
go.
there you are.
All
So yeah. So all you furs, go out and see Katak, the brave beluga.
Sounds fantastic.
Nice.
Awesome.
Thank you, Chitaro. That's awesome.
terrific.
Can't
It's
wait to
streaming
check
on
it out.
Hulu,
Very nice.
if I can pronounce
Awesome.
Hulu properly.
Hulu.
Anyway,
Hulu.
Hulu.
Who knew Hulu?
Who knew it was Hulu?
Yeah.
is
I bet
in the cupboard tonight.
I bet Sulu knew.
Sulu on
knew
Hulu.
Hulu.
Sulu on
Sulu on
Hulu
Hulu.
knew the
Hulu, no, no, no,
Boodaloo.
no.
Hulu.
Okay, now it's time to
What's going on? Okay.
now it's time to join our intrepid reporter, TikTok. How are things in the furry news today?
Well, let's see. Well, first off, Barely put me on an assignment about a scammer posing as a furry artist who's been sending soliciting emails of all things. Uh, yeah,
They've
old
been getting
school.
me on Blue Sky for like about 2 months now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, no, we're getting to there. But yeah, from what I could tell, it seems to be part of a long list of scams from the serial scammer.
Mm.
Mm,
His name is Neil Walcaster. Pacho Fur has a pretty extensive article on him. He's gone by Neil Fox, Trace Ponies, others. He's pretty much run the gamut of scams, fake art, bogus charities, so forth. And Patch had a little post that said, just as the sun rises in the east, Neil will scam.
yeah, I mean, always like the same exact thing. It's like, hey, can I show you my art? Yeah, sure, I'd love to see it. And then, hey, so I'm going to commission stuff for it. And like, I don't have money right now. Well, I'm very cheap.
Right. I can
Yeah,
do this in
it's the
payments. Yeah.
same thing every single time.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the thing is that dealing with scammers is just going to be something we're going to have to deal with more and more of as the
Right.
fandom grows, or at least is more well known.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, scammers like to prey on the weak or
Right.
who think that are weak.
Right.
And, there's just been this huge increase in vectors to scam. I mean, way back when we had, chain letters, and
Right.
Oh yeah.
things
Yeah.
like
I
that.
remember
But
those when I was a kid.
Mhm.
yeah. I mean, then we had email, and now we have chat software like Telegram, Discord, social media, electronic identity
Mhm.
theft, and on and on and on and on. So, I mean, the only thing to do is just to look out for other furs. Just look out for your
Yeah.
fellow fur.
Mhm. Absolutely.
And
Like the
keep
big thing I've found is that they're super pushy. So like if you find somebody super pushy, just block them.
right.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Report them to the admin. That
Right.
so yeah, no, keeping our community safe is a group effort, and everyone needs to put a paw in.
Yes.
So, Rain, remember that silly British tabloid article I mentioned about the student who identifies as a wolf?
I do.
And you remember my suggestion for them
Yes.
to speak with Fur Science?
Right.
Well, the BBC did just that on a
Oh, good for them.
Radio 4 show and podcast called Antisocial, of all things. They had a good interview with Sharon Roberts, who has been on the show before.
Yeah.
Yes,
And
indeed.
they hit pretty much all the usual topics, debunking myths, blah blah blah. And while I certainly appreciate the work Fur Science does, I just have to wonder what it's like for them, to like do interviews and talk with the general public. It's like it's almost
I don't know,
boilerplate.
but I'm glad they do it
Yes,
because
they
like,
do a very valuable job.
oh my gosh, if it had to be like some random for every time trying to
Mhm.
explain this stuff, it'd
Kill
just be
them.
horrible.
Over again.
Like
Yes.
Oh
they
my lord.
are
I don't
well
even want to
equipped
think
to
about
deal
that.
with this type of
Oh
stuff.
my lord.
Right. Yeah. The patience of
Yes.
something.
Patience of Job.
Yes, there we go. That's what I was
Yes.
looking for.
Yes.
And Rain, I have another thing for you.
Oh, do
So,
tell.
a woman in Washington state who has been feeding the raccoons around her house for about
Oh, I
35 years,
saw this.
she found herself in a pickle with over 100
Yes.
raccoons showed up at her house looking for dinner.
Oh, no.
Oh
We have a
no.
chain letter that we send out.
That's how you do it.
That's how
That's
we do it.
apparently a very good way to do things there.
Mhm. Mhm.
Hey, the
Ah,
house over on 123 Oak Street is
yeah,
giving
Yeah,
out free
right?
food.
he's a feeder.
Yep.
But yeah, no, she ended up having to call 911 because, and that
Yes.
number of
God.
trash bandits can be very vicious.
Yeah,
Yes.
100
Especially
raccoons
hungry.
is too many
Hungry.
raccoons.
That's about 99 too many raccoons.
Yes. Yeah.
Sometimes. I mean, yeah.
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 Yeah, we have our one here, so we're good.
Mhm.
Um,
There's a song by I Ate Too Much Pasta called the Raccoon Song. And
Oh.
one line in it is 100 raccoons is too many raccoons.
Well, I would imagine that clip is going to be right over us about now.
Oh yes.
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 Uh,
The writing's on the wall.
Yes.
Hmm.
so deputies were dispatched to her home and to kind of shoo them away. So I mean, lesson learned.
Yeah,
Don't.
if you're gonna feed raccoons, you better be prepared that they're gonna tell all the raccoon buddies, "Hey, there's an easy mark at this house."
Yeah,
Yeah.
don't feed the trash bandits. Don't feed the bears. Don't feed the
Yes.
turkeys.
Hey,
As
hey, hey,
yeah.
hey, hey now.
Oh,
Well, there is
Hey
one bear
now.
that is okay to feed.
feed.
Okay,
Yes,
thank you.
yes,
You're
exactly.
the only one, though.
Okay,
But
thanks.
like we
Yes.
have the one raccoon we can feed.
Right, right.
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
We're in limited supply here, all you
yes.
furs. So
You have to be
I
very
like donuts
particular.
and steak.
So, and as Taebyn can attest, don't feed the turkeys.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah. David hates the turkeys.
Let's not.
Let's not talk about the turkeys.
We'll
Thanksgiving's
say
coming.
I agree wholeheartedly. I'll stop there. I'll stop
Okay.
there.
All right.
I'll
Any
mute
other?
myself before
I'll help you like up the power of that laser, Taben.
Okay. There you go. Any other
and that
news?
and that is it for the news this week.
That is it for the news, and let's get into our upcoming events. Right off
Upcoming events.
the bat, October 24th through 27th is Reference in the Rotterdam, Netherlands.
Lions.
Lands. The same weekend, October 25th through 27th, is Infernity 2024 in Taichung City, Taiwan.
You said that better than I did last time.
October 26th through November 2nd is Furry Cruise 2024, departing from on the Norwegian Joy. Norwegian Joy.
This seems like a trap.
From my Miami, Florida. Yeah, the trip out is free. The trip back is $5,000.
Right.
Okay.
That's
October.
that's how they get you.
That's right. Yeah, it's a free trip out. Yeah.
Out.
Right.
Yes.
They put the word out in tiny like
Teeny-
0.5 font.
Yeah,
Right.
0.1. It's just
Point
it's
one
0.1.
font.
Yeah.
We said in the brochure though, you can't sue us.
That's right. That's right. Furry Blacklight 2024 takes place the weekend of October 30th through November 3rd at the Tremblay en France in France. We have a lot of out of the country fur cons going on. October,
Yeah.
the Halloween Fursuit Halloween Prague is going to take place in. Can anybody take a guess?
Czech Republic.
No,
Maybe.
how about Zimbabwe?
Zimbabwe.
my guess.
Yes, the
Oh,
Zimbabwe.
Prague, Zimbabwe is the other one. Yeah.
The other one. Yes, that's the other Prague.
That's the other Prague communist.
Furpocalypse. Thank you. Easy for me to say, dar.
Right.
2024 is taking place in Stamford, Connecticut, October 31st through the November 4th. And if you were going to the Watauga County Furry Convention in Boone, North Carolina, well, don't because it's canceled. If you show up, it won't be there.
I
Yeah.
hate
It won't
that
be there.
when they have to cancel cons.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
they had
You
some
never know.
rain.
Sad.
You never know exactly what's going on there. Now, this is something
Yeah.
that your hubby, or soon-to-be hubby, can go to. The
Ooh.
Wulias Fur Fest.
Looks good to me.
Hueles.
Hueles.
I think it's
in-
Hueles.
That's November 2nd through the 3rd in Santiago, Chile. I don't know
Although
how.
that's still like a 2-hour flight or a like 1-day bus
Oh.
ride for him.
Oh,
So
good lord. Okay, well,
you
I
got to
That's a big
remember
place.
Yeah.
that where Ziggy is and where Santiago is like the distance between Baja California and Salem.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a
Yeah,
long ways away.
It's a
So,
very
I
long
guess-
trip.
Never mind, Ziggy. You don't have to go.
But it's closer than Furlandia for him.
He will
I mean,
still have to
yes,
go
yes,
to
true.
Santiago for our K1 visa interviews. So
Well, if you
Yeah.
can time it from November 2nd through the 3rd, then maybe you can go to the first.
maybe
November 6th through the 11th in Brussels, Belgium. I'm not sure how to spell
Belgium.
this. Belgium. It's got two
Two umlauts.
umlaut
Ooh,
U's.
floof.
Yeah, it's not just floof. It's floof.
Because there's 3 F's.
And there's
at the
3
end.
F's, so it's
Oh, so it's floof. That's right.
And of course,
can you imagine what it's like to go there, like in the opening ceremonies? They're all like, "Welcome every fur to flee." It like takes 5 hours just to do opening ceremonies because it
This
takes
has
so
got
long just
3
to
F's.
say
You
the
have
name
to
of the
say.
con.
fa 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 fa. Fa fa
Floof.
fa. Fa fa fa. Yes. Fa fa fa. Fa fa.
Oh my god.
Number 8 through the
He broke
10th.
Taebyn.
November 8th through the 10th is PawCon 2024, which is interesting because I thought they had PawCon 2024 already in January. It was right
I
after
thought so
FC.
too.
Yeah,
Weren't they? Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it was because they had bus rides going to Furcon the
Yeah.
next weekend.
And I remember seeing like Twitter and stuff, people talking
Yeah.
about
Maybe they couldn't get the
PawCon.
time and they backed it up. So
Maybe
they
they should
get
put a
2
little.
this year.
Maybe should put a little 2 next to the 24. 2024
Maybe.
in
Yeah.
parentheses
2.
2.
Yeah.
PawCon
2.
2024 2.
2.
November 9th through the 11th in Columbia, Canada, Richmond, British Columbia, Canada is Halloween.
Do they not know when Halloween takes place?
There's an actual story behind that, and I forget off the top of my head what it is, but there's a reason for
I
it.
Canadians
think
are
it was
weird.
something along the fact that it was they couldn't get the actual venue on the Halloween weekend because they had something else going, so
I
they had
think
to.
that's something like that.
Yeah.
So
So
typically is in November instead of like actual Halloween
yes,
time.
yes,
Yeah.
yeah. The next weekend, November 13th through the 17th in Kelsey, Poland, not Portland,
No,
is
totally a different place.
Totally.
Furtrolakia. I can't pronounce this.
Futrolachiki? I don't know that.
Trotolajki?
Furtrolaki.
Trotolajki?
Yes, something like that. 2024, and then that's the next weekend, 24th through the 20th through the 24th of November is MiniCon.
Oh, thank God we can
Mini?
pronounce that.
MiniCon, yes. I can't pronounce where it's taking place
No.
though.
The rest of it, Pension,
Let me Pension
Helvetica, Czech Republic.
Helveti Czech Republic
I thought
Bambi
Helvetica was a
is
font.
going
Yeah,
to Florida.
Helvetica.
Helvetica.
I'm sure-
Yes, Helvetica.
Helvetica.
It's
Just look for the font.
Just look
It's
for the
sans
font
serif.
place. Yes, it's
For the Fonty place.
it's got no serifs. It's sans serif.
It's sans. Yep.
Sansabelt jeans. Remember those?
Oh, Sansabelt slacks. Oh,
Sansabelt slacks.
they don't make those anymore.
No.
Oh,
no.
Sears
note,
is no longer a thing.
No.
A note on the North Carolina one. They did have a little bit of rain a couple weeks ago.
Just a little.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
a little.
so-
That could be a problem. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
they're probably not going to be, and they're getting some more rain soon.
Yes.
Not this kind of rain, but the kind that falls from the sky.
Yes.
Well, I fall from the sky if I'm dropped from an airplane,
Yes, you would.
but most of
definitely
the
would.
time not.
All right. So, furs on this podcast. Do we want to go with the story, or do we want to go right into jokes? It's your call.
That's what I was going to ask if we should do one or the
We're
other.
already an
Probably
hour
can-
6 in, and that doesn't include the earlier part.
So let's do jokes. We'll do story next time
Okay. Jokes it shall be.
because we don't have jokes.
We don't have
None.
jokes. We never have jokes.
Never.
Never had jokes.
It's like I said at the very beginning of the show. This is a serious. It's time to get serious
Right.
on the episode, and that's what we're doing.
All right. So I'm going to give you my first joke since we talked about Rotterdam. You know, little Timmy was in school and the teacher said, I need someone to use the word Rotterdam in a sentence. And he says,
Oh no.
you know, my teacher always wants to hit me, so I hope she Rotterdam arm off.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, kitty cat.
Oh no.
Rain,
Oh,
how about you? You got a
no.
joke for us?
Well, everybody knows I recently had eye surgery,
Yes.
and I was shocked when I was diagnosed as colorblind. It came out of the purple.
Ah. Interesting.
Taebyn,
Bump.
how about you?
How about me?
Did you have your joke book? I should have asked you that question. And
I
who is
do.
it
So
by?
let's do well, I'll do it now, but
Yes.
I'll say what I was going to say to introduce everything. So, yes, all you furs, if you know our joke section, I have a book. This right now, what I'm doing is the Ultimate Dad Joke Book, 501 Hilarious Jokes and Puns by Humor Me. No, really, Humor Me. And I just read the next page in the book and stuff, and I don't read them ahead of time, so you can't blame me when they're really bad because sometimes they really are.
Oh, we can.
Whereas on the other paw, Bearly and Rain
And everybody else.
And every fur else looks up ahead of time and actually searches out. So you can blame them for how bad it is.
Yes.
And the fact that we have no listeners to the show anymore because they're listening to all of your jokes. So,
Yes.
but it's not my fault. It's not my fault.
Not your fault.
No, it's not. You're
So
good.
the next one in my book, which I have not read yet, is what do you call someone with addiction? Oh my cow! I accidentally read the punchline and it's stupid, but I'll keep going.
Okay, please
I'll
do.
keep going. What do you call someone with a dictionary in their back pocket?
A wordsmith?
Smarty pants.
Oh God, that's actually kind of cute.
That's cute. That's cute.
We'll go with that.
All
We'll
right.
go with that.
All right. Hey, TikTok, have you got a joke for us?
Let's see. Why did the wolf go to the smoke shop?
But why? Why did he go to this smoke shop?
Why?
He was looking for a pack.
Oh.
But
Okay.
And
Cheetaro.
if he went to the llama shop, he would be looking for alpaca.
Alpaca
True.
The
smokes.
llamas are not alpacas.
Well, for those that don't know, we'll just say that they are.
all right.
I
They
want
are
to
for
make the
us.
joke work. That joke is going to work, and
That's for
I
us,
insist.
yes. Cheetaro, do you have a joke? Any joke?
Yeah. So, what do you call a porcupine interviewing for a job at a balloon factory?
Not hired?
Unemployed. Yes.
Unemployed. Okay.
Right.
That just makes logical sense.
It does.
Okay. Well, I was I was at the hardware store today. I was going to buy some Velcro at the store, and then I learned it was just a total ripoff.
I like my llama thing better.
Right. Kind of do too.
Rain, what you got?
So why couldn't the lifeguard save the hippie?
So no, why?
Like he was too far out, man.
Whoa.
Okay, that's actually
Ouch.
good. I'm good with that.
All right. TikTok, what do you got?
So a man goes to the movies. He's in the theater. He sees a wolf sitting next to him. And he looks at the wolf. He says, "Are you a wolf?" And the wolf says, "Well, yeah." And he says, "Well, why are you here?" And the wolf says, "Well, I liked the book."
Are you a wolf?
Oh my God.
Well, yeah.
So I have to say that reminds me of. Hold on. What do you call a wolf that is or a werewolf that is a YouTuber? Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
Oh, gosh.
That's
That's-
actually pretty good, Taebyn.
That's your joke. Cheetaro, what's up
No,
with you?
no, it's not. Oh, I
Okay.
wasted.
All right.
You
So,
wasted it.
so what?
We broke
Go ahead,
Cheetaro.
Cheetaro.
Did we lose you, Cheetaro?
I think we lost him. We
I
broke
think
him.
we
Yeah.
lost
No.
We
Here I
broke
am.
him.
Here I am.
There he is.
Okay. Let me
Hi.
try that again. Hello.
Okay.
Okay. What did the leopard say after finding 2 quarters and a dime on the ground?
What?
I don't know.
And they say a leopard can't spot his change.
Oh.
Oh.
I like my leopard thing better.
Yeah.
my llama thing better. You got.
Yeah. I was in the gym last week, and there was this guy that was working out for like hours on end.
Uh-huh.
Finally, the
Right.
police came and took him away. Yeah, apparently he was resisting arrest.
Uh,
I like my llama thing better.
Yeah. I like my llama better. Rain, what do you got?
So I tried to milk a cow today, but it was unsuccessful. Utter failure.
Lol.
Uh-huh.
oh,
No,
no.
I'm not.
Mhm.
See. Well, you know what I'm gonna say to that. I like my llama thing better.
Yeah.
TikTok?
Let's see. A wolf goes shopping for Halloween. He finds a lamb costume on the clearance rack, but it just isn't sheep enough for him.
Oh, God.
my cow.
Oh no.
That was kind of cute.
my
okay,
lamb.
that's
Mhm.
cute. That's cute.
All right,
That's cute.
Taebyn, what do you got?
Okay, I'm not looking ahead at the punchline here,
Mm-hmm.
so don't blame me.
Okay.
What do rocks in space taste? No, let me start over. Why?
Why?
Why do rocks in space taste better than rocks on Earth?
I don't know.
I don't know.
They fizz in your mouth.
They are a little meteor.
Good one.
Oh.
Okay, that
Oh,
was
that
cute.
was
That's-
actually pretty good.
That was very
I'm
cute.
okay with that.
All right, Cheetaro, what do you got? Anything?
Okay. So 3 boys see a fire engine with a dog go by and discuss what his job is. Crowd control, says one boy. He's the mascot, says the second boy. The third boy nods sagely and says he finds the fire hydrants.
Ah.
I cannot argue
That's-
with that logic.
I mean, that's true. To
Now
point.
we
That's true
know.
to point.
Yep.
As a
Kid's
border
smarter
collie,
than
I
all of
know.
us.
Yes.
Okay, this is our final joke, so make it a good one, folks. And Taebyn, you'll go
Okay.
last. So,
Okay.
okay.
Get ready. I have time. I
All
have
right.
time.
As I mentioned earlier in the show, I've been in hotels for a few nights lately, and one night I came in from outside, and there was a bunch of guys playing chess, a small chess tournament in the reception area, maybe about 15 guys, right?
Okay.
Nice.
And I listened to them for a while, and they were continuing to brag about their chess prowess, and it was just getting really annoying. And I finally asked the manager to ask them to move along. The manager did, in fact, come over and told them to head to their rooms. Afterwards, he came over to me and he said, "Thanks for that. They are in here almost every night, and if there's one thing I hate is chestnuts roasting in an open foyer."
Oh.
I have to say thank you so much for that, Barely, because I have flashbacks to. I think I said that back in season 1, maybe.
Probably,
But I
yes.
didn't remember. I totally did not remember the punchline. And so as you said it, I kept remembering. As you said it, not ahead of it, but as you said it, I remembered. It's like, okay, what is a punchline? I remember. I'm so excited to know what it is. So
We
thank
here
you
at
so much
BFFT
for.
are ecologically friendly and recycle all of
Recycle
our
all the
jokes.
time. Absolutely. Okay.
I was so glad the entire time. I was like, I should know but I want to know. So that was great.
I know it's
That
kind
was
of like
great.
not reading my electric bill anymore. It's just way too shocking. All right, Rain,
Oh.
what have you got?
Ooh.
So last night, me and Ziggy watched 3 DVDs back to back. Luckily, I was the one facing the TV.
And again, we're recycling that joke. I said that a couple of weeks ago. I remember that. All right, TikTok, what do you got?
So, what happens when you cross a wolf with a sheep?
You get a sheep wolf.
You have to get a new sheep.
Yeah,
You do.
I
You
mean,
do have
it
to
You
get a
stands
new
do have to
true.
get a
sheep.
new sheep.
You're very logical tonight,
That's
TikTok.
right. All right,
That's true.
Chitaro, what's your showstopper here now? Your showstopper joke.
All right, here we go. It's like, what does the lion say to his friends before they go out hunting for food?
Don't know what.
Let us pray.
Oh.
Weem
Okay.
away, weem away.
Okay, Taebyn, it's your final joke for the night.
We
Well,
have faith in you, Taebyn.
after what Cheetaro just did, I'm just gonna do my final joke will be a 5 quick puns. Basically, I'm just going to do the next 5.
Okay.
We're just going to go. We're going to do it. Are you
All right,
ready?
I'm ready.
Ready.
Here we go. Why couldn't the underage Angle get a loan? His parents wouldn't co-sign.
Oh,
Why did the obtuse Angle go to the beach? Well, because he was over 90 degrees. What do you call a mathematician who spent all summer in the sun? A tangent.
That's good. A tangent. That's the best math joke you've told in ages.
What did the geometry teacher say when her curse was Let me start that again. What did the geometry teacher say when her curse was cured? My hexagon. And
That's a good Halloween one.
And what do you call a dead parrot? Polygon.
Oh.
No.
And thank you first for listening to our jokes.
Remember to
for
tip
the
your
week.
waitress.
Yes.
If you liked what you heard tonight, tip your waitress. And if you didn't like what you heard tonight, too
Tip your
bad.
waitress.
Yeah, tip your waitress because they
She
live
had to
up
deal with it.
That's right. All right, let's get to some shameless plugs. First of all, I already talked about the Royal Highness, so I'm going to skip over that. Off Leash, when this comes out, we will be on our way back from BLFC, so tune into that show to see how BLFC went. I'm sure that is a show that is totally off the rails. And
Yeah,
I haven't
last
even
one was
recorded
pretty
it
off
yet.
the rails.
Yes.
It was good.
Yes.
It was really good.
A quick thing about Royal Highness, they've concluded Game of Thrones, and now they're moving on to House of Dragon. So they may be a little more relevant now than
than say 15
14
years old or
Yeah.
It
whatever.
doesn't
Yeah.
matter.
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter. They're high as hell.
They don't care.
They don't care.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And I will leave the other podcast that I'm involved with, kind of, because I haven't been able to make it to the last recording.
Right.
Rain, what would you like to plug?
Okay, so we have 3D Who, the monthly Doctor Who podcast where we discuss all things Doctor Who. This last recording that we did was all about my favorite Doctor. You never forget your first, Tom Baker.
Oh yes,
And we had
that's
a
right.
great
This is one I
time.
was looking forward to listening
Yeah,
to. 'cause Tom
Bearly
Baker's
was
awesome.
was unavailable to record because he was again off making the boom booms.
Mhm.
And
Did Barry make a boo boo?
yeah, in typical typical yeah, in
And typical
typical
force.
How many gummies have you
INP,
had?
not many. I've just had 2 ciders, and that was enough.
Oh, that's enough.
After
Yes.
today.
I'm,
Yeah,
I'm halfway. I'm halfway through a whiskey ginger. So
right. So
cheers.
in typical INP fashion, when we don't have a host, an Alex substitutes. So James's husband Alex substituted
Okay.
for us this time instead of Bearly's husband Alex.
Mhm.
So it was a lot of fun. We had a great time. I think it's one of our best episodes. Even though Mike wasn't there, Bearly wasn't there, it was actually still a pretty fun episode.
Good.
And we had a good time, and it was just a lot of fun. And Alex is so damn cute.
And to be fair, that was probably the first episode that I was truly, honestly, 100% prepared for, and I couldn't make it.
But
yes.
Barely just admitted, all you furs, all the other episodes.
I winged it. I winged
he
it.
didn't. He didn't even prepare it. I didn't know.
Like, we can't compete with James anyways. So it really doesn't matter. Like, after the first episode, we're like, oh shit, we're just
let
screwed.
James run around. Yeah,
let James do his thing, and like we'll just give our American off the wall viewpoints of the characters, episodes, and companions.
It's kind of like an
improv
improv session, because we say something and he says yes, but
you guys are wrong because
exactly.
He knows was everything, actually a chicken.
Who. Yes, Canine the chicken, robot chicken.
Yes.
Robot chicken. Exactly. See, there you go. That's what that whole show was all about. It was really Canine from Doctor Who.
True. Yeah.
Anything else?
Everybody hates them anyways. No, that's it. I have no other plugs to plug.
All right, TikTok. How about you?
Let's see. Get out the vote. Get out the vote. And
Get out
actually,
the vote. Yes.
And actually, a little bit of trivia: "Get out the float" is a pun that Baff came up with.
I wondered about that.
Got that.
Yep.
When you said that.
Yep.
Oh my God.
It's like, how many years have we been going? And
I know.
we just get it now.
Just get it now.
Good job, Baff.
I thought it was all about, we're gonna go swimming and get out the floats, but
that and get out the vote. Yeah.
Oh,
why didn't we?
Oh my
gosh!
That before? Wow.
I actually got. I'm proud of myself. I actually got that like a few years ago.
Wow.
I'm proud of myself.
And yet you chose not to
and
share
you kept
it with the rest
to
of
yourself.
us.
I wanted
Thank
to
you
see
so much.
how long it was going to take.
Apparently 3 years.
3 years, yeah.
Anything else?
So stupid.
That's it for now.
Okay, Cheetaro, how about you? What do you plug in?
Well, I'm again going to continue to plug Get Out the Float, because registration is still open. We're inundating Bath with more people every week.
Good.
Yay.
We're up to like 43 now.
And I'm going to register soon, I promise.
Well, 43. At the same time last year, we only had 9.
Oh,
so,
wow.
yeah, and more than half of those are not volunteers.
Good.
Excellent.
Yay.
Yeah.
Yay.
So I'm hoping that all of the shameless pluggings that we do on BLFT. Wait.
I love a nice
I'm sorry.
BLT.
Bacon, lettuce, and
Taebyn.
It's so perky, especially with the tomatoes.
But I get fur stuck in my mouth all the time for some reason. I don't know.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's the oil and vinegar that really makes it.
Yeah.
I think it's because I'm going to BLFC next week and I'm got BLFC on the brain. But I meant to say BFFT, since all the shameless plugging, I hope it helps. But all you furs out there who are in the Pacific Northwest, go out there, register, and you will not be sorry. Trust me.
No.
All right.
Exactly.
All right, Taebyn. give us your plugs.
Well, the first thing I'm going to do is, since everybody else has said it, like get out the float, like we talked before, get out the float. It's really a great time, all you first.
Yeah, it
I mean, we
is.
say that, but it's like really true. It's a great time. It's a small con, which means you get a lot of chance to just to hang out with your friends and
Yes.
meet new friends. And Seaside is a really great town. It's just a really great event that that's being put on, that we're involved in and everything. And as I said before, we're definitely looking for more panels. So please submit for panel applications and we'll review them and get back to you and let you know within a few weeks if they're accepted or not. And I say that because I'm one of them that reviews them. So I'm just,
Right.
I have to do that now. So anyway, really, please submit for panels. We really want to see what you have to offer the fandom. We're looking for a great, diverse group and it'll be lots of fun. So please, as I say, even if you don't do a panel, just come to the con. It's really great. Also, A&W, like I mentioned before, submit for film festival and just come and hang out because it's a great time. So also, I have a link tree. That's linktr.ee/Taebyn, Taebyn. So it's a link. You get links to all my things, my Twitter, my Blue Sky, my YouTube.
You don't do that thing that puppies do on trees, do you? To that.
No, I just
Okay.
I climb them, and I know puppies do
Okay.
that all the
Yeah,
time. So
they
I do
do, yeah.
that. I also have a merch on Fourth Wall. So on my link tree, there's also a link to my Fourth Wall, so you can buy some stuff. Right now, there's a T-shirt, there's a mug, and there's some stickers. And I keep saying, and there will be more things. Let's see what else about. I mentioned my YouTube, so make sure to check out my YouTube. I mentioned before I'm doing some VR stuff, so there'll be more stuff. There will be more content. It just takes time to edit and all that stuff. But please check that out. There's lots of good stuff. And my next con is A&W in January. I'll be doing my story time with Taebyn like I normally do. And I'll have a Taebyn Sings Weird Al like I normally do. But also, for any further that knows my Taebyn Sings Weird Al, I'm going to do 2 or possibly 3 songs that I haven't... definitely 2 songs I haven't done before by Weird Al. And possibly a third. So please come support me in my new things and join the fun. And wow, I have lots more. I talk a lot. That was a lot of things.
Okay.
Anyway, that's my plugs for the week.
Okay, real quick question about clarification. You said, when are you doing your new songs at your first Weird Al, Taebyn?
At the Taebyn Sings Weird Al at A&W, and I'm probably going to do pretty much the same set throughout the year. So if you don't catch me at A&W, I'll be doing a Taebyn Sings Weird Al at all my other cons this coming year, and I'll throw in those new ones there too. So yeah,
Awesome.
please come join the fun.
Okay.
Join the fun.
All right then. Well, okay, Furs, that just about wraps it up for us here at BFFT. Remember, you can support the show with donations, sharing, or merch perch. Leave us comments on YouTube or Buzzsprout. If you like our show, why not share it with your friends or even your enemies? I mean, share it around. Take a listen. Yeah, good revenge. It's like you're in trouble now. You got to listen to this. I realized,
don't bono it, but share it.
That's right. That's right. I realized after how many years that we've been doing this now? 5 years.
Yeah.
I haven't ever thanked my wonderful, amazing husband Alex for all his support on me doing this podcast.
We love you, Alex.
Alex is our lifesavers because, when we don't have a host, Alex is step in.
Yes, Alex is step in.
I need to listen to one of these episodes that Alex is just stepping in, because that's got to be...
5 episodes ago or 6 episodes ago now?
5 or 6 episodes ago, he said.
I'll write that down. Check out Alex.
And I want to officially recognize Finnick as my new personal production assistant, along with being my amazing puppy and boyfriend.
Yay!
Rain, any final thoughts?
I would like to officially recognize my ferret boyfriend, Ziggy. I love you, baby. Actually, fiance, not boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't wait to be married.
Yes.
Yeah, love you all. All you furs are great. Stay furry. Mubark fluff.
Okay. Cheetaro, any words of wisdom?
Well, I guess I will thank my husband for being patient and quiet during most of these recordings.
I think we all have that to say.
Yeah, I think we all have that to say. Yes.
And as well as my partner who keeps the dog at bay. Mm-hmm. So there's no barkings down below. But
on the other paw, then there's this podcast in which this pup right here, I feel
Just goes
so
crazy and
sorry
barks
for
all the
it when,
time.
Yeah, I bark. I can't help. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so Moo Bark Fluff, everybody, and I will thank you for seeing you at BLFC.
Yes, I will see you at PLFC next week. Hopefully, we will run into each other. Who knows?
Or
Yes, I
Or
think that'll
when this-
happen
Hopefully not
naturally.
in cars.
No, we don't want to
Yeah,
run into each
hopefully.
other.
Well-
No.
and when this podcast comes out, you hope you will have seen Cheetaro last week.
True.
Right.
That's very true. In this podcast, I hope I saw you last week. It was great to see you, Cheetaro, at PLFC. It was great. It was wonderful.
It was awesome to see you too, Bearly. I'm glad
Yeah.
we were able to connect.
Yes, awesome. Have you been sitting here the whole time? Oh my god.
He's been there a while.
Oh god. Okay.
He snuck up on you.
Apparently, he does that a lot. He scared me to death this afternoon. I about had a heart attack. Anyway,
My boss's wife did that to me yesterday. She stood behind the door as I was coming in and like, "Hi!" Like I jumped out of my skin. It was crazy.
all right. So on behalf of the growing family of Injured Nerve Productions, we say Moo Bark Fluff, stay furry. Taebyn, the poofs are needing to be refreshed and awaiting. Please do your part.
we forgot TikTok.
Did I forget TikTok?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. TikTok. Any parting shots?
Well, let's see. As long as we're thanking significant others, I'll throw shout outs to my hubby who has a hamburger waiting for me downstairs. And also be happy, stay fluffy.
Okay. Stay happy, be fluffy. Rain, did you see what he just did?
I saw. Nice.
Yes. All right. Taebyn, as I said before, the drinks are needing refreshed. Please do your part and send us on our furry way.
I will depart with a part of a thing of which I talk. And I just made Bearly have to take his headphones on because that
it
was
was loud.
a loud
It was
bark.
very loud.
I just did a loud bark. I do that. Well, I apologize for my loud barking, but that's what I do. And if you know me, that's what I do. And I say very much like I do every week, but I really, really mean it. Thank you so much if you're listening, especially if you're still listening. We hug you so tight for pauses. We hope you enjoyed your time tonight. You got to laugh. You got seasick a little bit maybe, but you made up for it by crying a little bit. So good for you, and thank you for all that. So I don't know what I'm even talking about, so I'll just say thank you so much. We really appreciate so much that you're listening to us, and we can't wait to hug you tight with pauses at a con someday. But until then, we'll bark at you. Can't wait to do it. So until then, stay furry and moo bark fluff.
Bearly Furcasting is an Injured Nerves studio production and is found on all major podcast platforms or can be heard directly at barelyfurcasting.com. The opinions expressed here are those of the hosts and the guests, and no commercial compensation was granted. The Furcast is produced, recorded, and directed by Bearly Normal aka Mike Began, and is edited by Bearly Normal and co-producer Rain Raccoon. This week's episode was produced, recorded, and edited by Rain Raccoon. Opening and closing theme music as well as some interstitial music was created for Injured Nerves Productions for the use on the podcast by our music associate Reg Day with Damian Tanuki. If you would like to hear more music by Reg Day, you can search for Tweezer Beak on Bandcamp or Hoop Loop Tunes on SoundCloud. Other interstitial and background music by Shane Ivers through silvermansound.com, Gator Tots on soundcloud.com, and the YouTube Free Use Library. Social media presence is maintained by Ziggy the Meme Weasel. You can send us a message via email at barelyfurcasting@gmail.com or on our Telegram chat at BFFTchat, on Twitter, on our Facebook page, or on the barelyfurcasting.com webpage. The show is supported through subscriptions on barelyfurcasting.com, donations at coffee.com/barelyfurcasting, or through Patreon at patreon.com/barelyfurcasting. Thanks for listening. We hope you come back and listen next week.